Hello, this is Vince Ganzberg with GK Project, and this is a full training session on coaching transition. It's definitely geared for U12s and up, and so U12 plus. So I'll go ahead and I'll get started. I'm going to show you two types of warm-ups for the idea of transition. The first one is basically defending, and how I like to do it, basically the pairs. They each have a ball. They kind of pass back and forth to each other. It's one touch, so it's quick. And basically what happens is someone decides to, stop the ball, and then the other person will close down. Then the second thing that they do is, for example, this player here, if they're passing back and forth, this pair, then the pair here that I just circled, they'll let the ball run between their legs, and then this player has to run and go chase it. That's the second one. The third one might be, if I circle this one here, these two players, this player stops, steps on the ball, turns, and then this player has to go and close him down. And then the last one is really fun where the players get to choose. So it's really stress, anticipating, being on your toes, and how can you steal ground quickly, because that's part of transitioning. So then for attacking, what I like to do, it's a little short, long. And so it's the ball is played short, then it's played short back, and then it's played long. And then these two players that I just circled here, they switch. So then you basically follow your pass. So then it's short back, and then long again, and then they switch. Then what I like to do is I like to make it a competition. So whenever this player gets back to their original spot, then that's a lap. So again, it's a contest. They have to do it really fast. They have to concentrate. And then the second variation is bring them in a little tighter. So it's a little real close here. And they meg each other. So they nutmeg each other. So the ball goes to the opposite person. They switch. And then the person down the middle gets megged. So the person in the middle always gets megged. And again, it's a competition. One touch, see who can do it the fastest. Alright, so then after you warm up, and again, if I were you, I would just do one of those warm-ups and then either choose defending or choose attacking, and then go from there. But trying to cover both sides of the ball. An activity I love doing is I have a pile of balls, but then a line. There's a line here, and then there's perhaps a line over here. The reds will be going to, if you're looking at the screen, to your left, and then the gray team will be going to your right. But basically it's 2v2, and so they play, and they're trying to score. Now, if the ball does get scored, then this player that gets scored on, they go off, and then another pair comes on right away with their ball. If the ball gets knocked out of bounds, the way I like to play it is if the ball, for example, comes out here, whichever person runs and touches it, gets it. So the idea is that, hey, when the ball goes out of bounds, we don't switch off. Now we get ready. And then, obviously, for coaching points, defensively, can you stop the ball from going forward? Because there's nothing that says that this player up here that I'm circling right now says that you have to dribble the ball on. They can literally just pass the ball in that goal. So it's really fast. So they learn how to organize themselves defensively. And then attacking-wise, again, the idea of passing first, then running after winning the ball back is huge. So again, 2v2, 4-goal game. It's very energetic and gets them going. Then the second activity, and I apologize on the size of the graphic, but basically it's 2 goals, as you can see here, 2 goals, and you have 3 teams of 4, and you have a middle zone, so you have a team of 4 here, team of 4 here, team of 4 here. The team in the middle starts, and then they attack the team in this final third. The defending third, when the team wins it, then they try and get the ball into the middle third, and when they do, they are unopposed. And then they go down, they attack the 4 in the opposite zone. So it's always, it's like a 4v4v4 game, but they are restricted to their thirds except when they have the ball. Now, what I like to do is I like to add a midfield player here in the middle. So now, when the defense wins it, they have someone that they can play the ball out to, and then they attack. And again, so you can see the coaching points here. The purpose, obviously, is to score. But when you win the ball back here in the defensive third, okay, how can you transition quickly into that middle third? And that's the big coaching point there. So these are just different coaching points to make. And this one here, eliminate as many people as possible with the first pass, is huge. So if they can do that, that's great. The third activity, I just like to play just a small-sided game, 5, 6, 7 aside. One team has unlimited touches. The other team has 7 total touches to get a shot. So, for example, let's say the team in white, they're attacking the left here as I'm describing. They lose the ball. The red team wins it. Now, the red team is designated. They have 7 touches. So that's 1, and then maybe, this player checks, and that's 2. And then there's a great time to change the point of attack. 3, and maybe they can get a shot off in 4 touches or 5 touches. So the idea is that one team is really working on defending, winning the ball, playing quickly, and then the other team, after they lose the ball, well, now they have to go from attack to defense. Switch the roles every 3 to 5 minutes. One team plays unlimited touches. The other team has 7 total touches to play to get a shot on goal, and then you switch the roles. And then the last activity, basically you just let them play with no restrictions. See if anything that you've come out that you've done previously comes out now. In other words, when they win the ball, okay, can they go quickly? How quickly do they go from attack to defense, and vice versa? So how quickly do they change when the ball changes hands? Okay, so this is the transition, the full session. GK Project Games and Kids, we thank you very much for your time.